Hello my dear children, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be discussing about the poem How to Tell Wild Animals by Carolyn Wells, which is a part of Class 10 CBSE Syllabus, in which we are going to study in details about the poet, the theme of the poem, the message delivered by it, the central idea, the stanza-wise summary of the poem, and the poetic devices used. For your convenience, I have added timestamps in the description so that if you wish to watch any segment again, you can just click on that particular timestamp to go through it. So, without further delay, let's get started. Carolyn Wells was an American mystery author and poet. Her writing style, particularly in her poetry, is characterized by a playful wit and a love of words play. Her works range from humorous nonsense verse for children to gripping mystery novels for adults. Her versatility as a writer allowed her to explore various genres and reach a wide audience, making her a beloved figure in the literary world. The poem How to Tell Wild Animals by Carolyn Wells revolves around the dangerous ways to identify wild animals. The poet tries to distinguish between the wild animals in a humorous way. The poet suggests that it is very risky to be in such close proximity with wild beasts. The poem is thus very educative as it tells us about the various features of wild animals. The message of the poem is that one can identify the animals and differentiate among them by watching how they plan to eat us up. In the central idea of the poem, the poet treats ferocious animals and beasts with a coat of gentle but weird humor. The humor is created by various beasts of prey differently. Like, for example, the seemingly friendly hug of a bear leads to fatal results. The crocodile's weeping and hyena's merry but weird smile can deceive their victims. The Bengal tiger is noble but eats you the moment he notices you, and the ancient lion and the leopard are portrayed humorously. Let us now move on to the stanza-wise summary of the poem. Stanza 1. If ever you should go by chance to jungles in the east, and if there should to you advance a large and tawny beast, if he roars at you as you are dying, you will know it is the Asian lion. The poet cautions the readers against the wild beasts found in the jungle. He says that by chance you happen to go to any forest in the east, you are likely to encounter a huge and terrible animal moving towards you. The animal is brownish yellow in color, and if that beast roars loudly at you and you feel that you are going to die of fear, then you will know that it is the Asian lion. Stanza 2. Or if sometime when roaming round, a noble wild beast greets you with black stripes on a yellow ground, just notice if he eats you. This simple rule may help you learn the Bengal tiger to discern. It is very likely that while roaming in the forest, you might be greeted by a wild beast very impressive in size, and its majestic body will be covered with black stripes on a yellow hide. The poet warns that if the readers notice this beast moving towards you to eat you up, then the simple rule will teach you that it is a Bengal tiger that you are facing. Stanza 3. If strolling forth a beast you view, whose hide with spots is peppered, as soon as he has leapt on you, you'll know it is the leopard. 'Twill do no good to roar with pain, he'll only leap and leap again. The poet helps the readers to identify a leopard now. He says that if you happen to walk in the forest, you might encounter a beast with spots on its skin. When this wild beast jumps at you, you must understand that it is a leopard, as it will keep jumping on you till it tears you apart. Moreover, it will be of no use then to shout or cry in pain, because it will continue pouncing on you. So, be careful and don't allow it to leap on you. Stanza 4. If when you are walking round your yard, you meet a creature there who hugs you very, very hard, be sure it's a bear. If you have any doubts, I guess, he'll give you just one more caress. While you are walking in your yard, you may encounter a creature there. When this creature hugs you very tightly, then you must believe it's a bear. Bears are good wrestlers and can give a really tight hug. Although a friendly hug is referred to as bear hug, if a real bear hugs you, then it may not seem friendly at all. The bear hugs a man to kill him. The poet further says that in case of any doubt, you will find that the bear will embrace you once again till you die. Stanza 5. Though to distinguish beasts of prey, a novice might nonplus, the crocodile you always may tell from the hyena thus. Hyenas come with merry smiles, but if they weep, they are crocodiles. A novice may be puzzled and confused and thus might not be able to distinguish between the different wild animals. The poet helps the readers to differentiate between the crocodile and the hyena. A hyena always laughs when it swallows its victim. The laughing sound made by the hyena resembles the laughter of a human being. A crocodile, on the other hand, is said to shed tears while eating its prey. Thus, the poet warns the readers not to wait for a hyena to laugh or for a crocodile to weep. The last stanza, stanza 6. The true chameleon is small, a lizard sort of thing. He hasn't any ears at all and not a single wing. If there is nothing on the tree, it is the chameleon you see. A chameleon is a small garden lizard which doesn't have ears or wings. If you are unable to see anything on a tree, chances are that a chameleon might be sitting there. A chameleon is an expert in camouflaging its body. It changes its color as per its surroundings and is therefore difficult to see. This capacity of camouflaging helps itself to escape from hunters. We now move on to the poetic devices used in this poem. The first one is rhyming scheme, where in all the stanzas the rhyme scheme followed is AB, AB, CC. The second example of poetic device is alliteration. A few examples of alliteration from this poem are roaming round, lep and lep again, hugs you very, very hard, a novice might nonplus. The third poetic device that we will discuss here is poetic license. Examples in poetry where the poet takes liberty of the language and changes it to suit him to create proper rhyming and rhythm. For example, leapt is used instead of using leaped. Lep again is used instead of leap. Twill will be used here instead of will. With this, we come to the end of today's video. You will be glad to know that along with my offline English coaching classes, I'm also helping out children with social studies and biology after repeated requests from many students and parents. Anyone who wishes to get detailed notes and prepare for their exams is welcome to register and enroll for my classes, the details of which are given in the description. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel to get a regular view of my videos.